What I did tell those guys is to get used to winning. I felt like it was a team at the end that was so excited about being there and not used to finishing the games. When you look at us at Duke, we finished the game. We had some breakdowns, I thought, in the last 2 minutes that showed that we got to clean up. And it was a team that, I think, was a little surprised we were winning. And we're a good basketball team. We're getting better. And so I want those guys to learn how to finish.
Coach, does it feel like kind of a brand new season for you guys now after you start off league play 0-2 and then you come back here with 2 great home wins over ranked teams?
Well, I think every conference season is a new season. We look at it in thirds. We look at it as a non-conference. We look at the conference play, and then we look at it postseason. So, yeah, absolutely, I think it's a new season for us.
Coach, first of all, just the return of Markelle back on this roster. For you, how big of a boost is that for the team? But also, when do you plan on potentially getting him back in the rotation for this team?
Well, first of all, I'm excited for Markelle that it certainly worked out that way. He had maintained to me the whole time that, he really didn't have any involvement, and I'm happy for him. It gives us a body. It gives us a guy who can really play. He was the only returning guard that we had that had ever played in the ACC, and so it gives us depth.
In the back, question.
Not to take away from this win at all, but obviously you have your third-ranked opponent in a week or whatever it is on Sunday. How do you keep this going and not let these 2 big wins just kind of get in the head?
Well, you're right. I'm going back to the locker room. I'm gonna call my wife and tell her how much I love her. My kids are in bed, and I'm gonna have a good time tonight for about 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna prepare for our next opponent, which is Virginia.
Back to the point guard position really quickly for you. How much growth have you seen from your 2 freshmen and Braxton Beverly and LeVar Batts kind of being thrown into those roles to kind of lead early on in ACC play with Markelle being out?
Well, I said this before. Those 2 young men have had to grow up a lot quicker than I thought. Both of those guys are playing minutes that I didn't imagine they would play coming into their freshman year. That being said, I think it'll help us down the road because they've got great experience.
Go, Joe, and then Steve.
When was the last time you had to ice a free throw shooter at the end of a game?
I don't remember. I don't know. That's a great question, but listen, DeVoe's a great player, and he missed the free throw. I'm excited that he did, but it certainly won't define what type of player he is. I thought our timeout certainly helped, but I thought our fans were tremendous and they got involved with it, and I'm glad it didn't go in.
Steve, and then the CO.
I want to follow up real quick on Corey's question. Is Markelle going to be able to play Sunday, do you think, or have you decided that yet?
I haven't decided. Now, can he play?
Yes.
Yes, but I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I haven't, I know you guys got Markelle questions, and my thing with him is he hasn't had a chance to practice with the team. And so I want him to get into some type of flow. I'll take a look at him in the next couple of days, and if I feel like that he's ready to go Sunday, I'll play him.
CO.
Kevin, given the style that you were bringing to state, what concerns did you have about how Omier would be able to fit in with the pace and how he plays?
I thought he would fit in great. I mean, that CL, that was one of the sales pitches that I gave him to come back to school and obviously, try to have a better year than he had last year. When you look at our style is really good because it involves everybody. Devontae Kaycock last year shot 80%. He did it in a different way. But if you look at Leonard and you look at Omier, both of those guys are shooting about 70 to 60% from the field because it allows our post guys to have a lot of freedom and run a lot of pick and rolls.
Have you ever seen or heard of a 7-footer scoring 29 without hitting 1 free throw?
Well, I know I haven't had a 7-footer do that because I haven't had many. But no, his stat line was tremendous, man. I mean, we worked on it all week. Give Clemson credit. They did a tremendous job at their place. Icing pick and rolls, keeping us on the side, and we worked with Amir about picking and popping and kind of spaced away, and he made shots.
As far as Omier, he looked a little timid at times last year. What do you think that freedom has done for his game and his mentality?
I think it's freedom and confidence. We talked about that. He's very comfortable with me as a coach and our staff, and this particular group of players that he's playing with, they believe in him, they trust in him. You know, they threw him the ball. They had no problem. He took 18 shots, and everybody was happy for him.
Time for two more. Corey?
Kind of like Torin Dorn, late in that game against Duke, hits a big shot there for the 4-point play, and late in this one only had 2 points at a certain point, but ends up getting, I believe, 7 there in the last couple minutes. How big has he been in clutch moments for this team?
Well, he's been tremendous. You know, you think about this. You know, TD, I moved him all over the place. I played him at small forward. I played him at power forward. You know, he played a lot more minutes when Malik was out. But he's a guy who leads us in rebounding. He makes shots. And you're right, he didn't have a great game, but he didn't pout. He came in the game and he finished the game for us.
Take one more.
It's one thing to fill the place up for Duke, but it was pretty loud for Clemson today. Are you sensing an enthusiasm, added enthusiasm over late?
Well, I told you guys, you know, we have a fun style that it's fun for you guys to cover. Our fans really love it. Our players enjoy playing in it. And, you know, certainly as we win games and people see that we play hard every night, I think it'll be packed every time we play here.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Everybody drive safe.